Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So please excuse my face, makeup free and looking horrendous, but I thought I would do a little bit of a different video, I guess you could say. It's not super different. So yeah, so basically this is going to be like a brand first impression. I've never used Colourpop before, so yeah, this is like a proper first impression. So I ordered on the 18th of March. I was supposed to get my delivery on the 5th of April, however I had to pay customs, so I didn't actually end up getting it till the 9th of April because it was the weekend. But I have ordered from Tarte before and that literally came within like a week. And that also comes from America, so, but this is quite a big order. Like, I don't really mind waiting. I'm not really that bothered. I did check the website and it did say something like 15 to 21 days on international deliveries, so I wasn't super bothered. I wasn't like, I was getting a little bit impatient, but I wasn't like, oh, this is atrocious, because it does have to literally cross the Atlantic, so that's fine. But what I will say is that I don't think it is over 21 days. I'm not going to sit here and work it out, I won't lie. But I did get a card in here. Where is it? I got a card in here that said, sorry we're late. So yeah, so I got a sorry we're late card. I assume this is because they think it was late. Maybe it was late dispatching, I don't know. But I did actually get an extra lip product in there that I didn't actually pay for or order or anything, so I don't know if that was because they were late or there was an issue or something that I was just not aware of. So yeah, so maybe if they're not late and you don't get a sorry we're late card, maybe they're a bit faster. So I did have to wait a while, but I might be like an exception. Maybe normally it's not that slow. I don't really want to say slow because I don't really mind waiting. What I do mind though is custom fees. Like I know everywhere does custom fees and stuff like that. Like it's not Colourpop's fault, but ugh. So I ordered 9 items and then I got an extra lip product like I said. It came to $78. Shipping was free, which is really good. Like you cannot, if you're giving me free shipping, I love you. I did have to pay about £20 custom fees when they got here. Like it is quite expensive because it does just push that $78 up to like almost $100, which is like a lot of money when you think about it. So I don't know. I think, I mean, it's not Colourpop's fault, it's the way the borders work. But it's so annoying, isn't it? Like I feel like I would make so many more orders if there wasn't customs, but there you go, it's not Colourpop's fault, I knew there would be customs, and it could have been worse. So yeah, now that I have explained that, I will get into the tutorial and the first impressions. So I basically got like one product of like everything they do. Right, so the first thing I got was the Colourpop Brow Boss, which is an eyebrow pencil. This was only $5. Ooh, and there's a spoolie on one end. Yeah, so I got this in the shade dark brown and I'm just going to fill in my brows and see how it goes. By the way, I've already had makeup on today, that's why I've got foundation in my hair. That's peculiar. So the next product I got was the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This is obviously going to be a better test on my face, so I am just going to use it to prime my lid and cut out my eyebrows, but yeah, this isn't going to be the best test for it. Okay, so first impressions on the concealer is that it is like super full coverage and it feels really nice so far. However, it is quite dry and like matte, like it dries down really fast. So maybe if you have dry eyelids or dry under eyes, I feel like this wouldn't work. Right, so I also got a palette, and the palette I chose was the My Little Pony palette. I think when I was buying it, I thought, oh, I want something different. I don't want like the same old like warm tones, or I don't know, just like, I don't know, I think I just saw the purples and thought, let's go purple, who knows. And yeah, it doesn't have a mirror. The eyeshadows are maybe a little bit smaller than I thought they were going to be. Okay, so there's 0.7 grams in the Subculture, and there is 0.85 grams. So actually they may look like small eyeshadows, but actually there's a decent amount of product in there, so yeah, looks can be deceiving. I think for my first shade I'm going to go into the shade Applejack, which is this one here, and I'm just going to run that through the crease. I'm a little bit obsessed with that colour. I'd literally just wear that like all over the lid. It's so nice. Okay, I'm then going to go in with the shade Flutterby, which is this one. Okay, so there is quite a bit of kickback in the palette. I don't really mind that much when palettes have like kickback. It doesn't really bother me. But even though this colour is pigmented, it's like not really the colour that's in the palette. Putting on is more like a hot pink, don't you think? But they're nice. I feel like I'm being harsh now. Right, I'm then going to take the shade Sky Dancer, which is the darkest. Again, a lot of kickback, and I feel like it's not as, the colour in the palette is not what's coming out on my eyelid. Like, I think it's still nice. I think I'm just going to leave it there because I don't want to go overboard and start adding like shimmery shades into the crease and stuff, because I don't want to do that. Okay, so I also got a Super Shock shadow. They're quite difficult to say. This is in the shade Wittle, and it's like an ultra glitter one. It's just like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out the centre part of my lid, and then I'm going to apply this shade and see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm now going to go in with that Super Shock shadow. I feel like I'm supposed to apply it with like my finger, but I don't really like applying things with my finger, so I'm going to try with a brush, and then, oh my god, that texture was not what I was expecting. Oh, it's so weird. Oh yeah, okay, so it's a finger job. Oh, this is so strange. Okay, so we get a little bit more with that one. No. Okay, so it's definitely a finger style eyeshadow. This is bizarre. I know I said I was gonna just put this in the centre part, but I've ended up putting it like all over the lid. I think it's like one of them types of shadows, like it has to kind of be all over or nothing at all. I think it looks better in the pot than it does on my face, which is like a bit sad. Like, does anyone agree that that just looks like amazing? But like, that's not really what's on my eye. Oh, I'm a little bit disappointed with them. Maybe I've just got like a dodgy colour. I think I'm gonna just fix this eye up a bit, like darken it up a bit, just with some other palettes, just so it looks a bit more decent, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've just added like a darker colour with them My Little Pony shades, just so it looks a bit more cohesive, because it was like pink with like a dark purple, it didn't really match. So we just added like one extra eyeshadow, but yeah, we have to make this look good, right? But yeah, the palette probably doesn't go with the Super Shock shadow as much as I thought it would. But anyway, moving on, I also got a gel eyeliner, the Creme gel eyeliner in the shade Swerve. It's just a black eyeliner, like a gel eyeliner. Okay, dipping it in. Okay, first impression is not super duper creamy, but sometimes that's a good thing, because if it's too creamy it ends up like inside my eye. I feel like I can make a lot of things work, but this is just... Is anyone seeing this? Like, I've got so much product on this brush, and oh my god, it looks so bad. I don't know if that's like zoomed in, but like, Oh my god. That's like, there's just like no pigment going on. Like, it's just not happening. Oh my god, this is awful. You know, I was like, oh, it feels a bit stiff, but that's like a good thing. Like, no, it's not. I'm gonna call this an epic fail. Like, what on earth? No, I wasn't a fan of the gel eyeliner at all. It's super stiff and like this on my eye just says it all. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I thought everything would be amazing and I feel like really let down. Right, I'm just gonna take the Collection eyeliner just so I've got something on my face. Also, this Collection eyeliner is like $1.99, so you know. Okay, so I've just added a different gel eyeliner because I literally was not getting that Colourpop one to work. Like, it was so stiff. Like, I don't know how anyone gets it to work. But anyway, moving swiftly on, I'm just gonna go back into that My Little Pony palette and just use some of these top shades, maybe the matte one, maybe this one here, and I'm just going to use them to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. Okay, so that matte shade in the palette's really nice. It's nice and pigmented, so can't complain there. Okay, so I just went in with the shades Butterscotch and the shade Bluebell here just to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner, and they're really nice. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my base on and I've finished the eyes and done the other eye. So now we're going to test the concealer out for real. So this is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer and I've got it in the shade, what shade are you in? Fair 5. Cool. Okay, so I've definitely used too much. You do not need as much as I've put on. There is insane coverage, like really good coverage. So just bear that in mind, that you do not need as much as I put on. I felt like as soon as I did it, I was like, this was a mistake. Whoa, that is a mad under eye. I think it's really similar to like the Tarte Shape Tape. Like, it's really thick. So you definitely don't need a lot, and it is really high coverage, but I'm actually really liking it. So far so good. I'm just going to set it and set the rest of my face as well. But yeah, I'm really liking this concealer. I know like a lot of people liked it and it is one of the favourites, but yeah, no, you know, I also approve. Okay, so yeah, I'm a big fan of that concealer. I think that one is definitely going to be a staple of mine. It is quite drying, so if you have dry under eyes at all, you will absolutely hate it. I can see a little bit of dryness, yeah. I can see a little bit of dryness, but nothing too extreme, and I did powder. So, and it's got quite like a matte finish, so maybe on certain areas you wouldn't even have to powder, which, you know, isn't necessarily a bad thing. So I also got bronzer, and you get the palette separately, which I didn't realise was a thing. I don't know if it's so you can put it into like a Z palette if you want. So yeah, so this is the shade. So yeah, it's in the shade Afternoon Delight, and I'm just going to use it to bronze up my face. Okay, so verdict on the bronzer is that I'm really liking this. It's a nice shade, it's nice and warm without being like orange. Yeah, it's like pigmented but not ridiculously pigmented. It's easy to blend. Yeah, I've been looking for a bronzer recently, so you know, this is a winner. I really like this one. Oh, I forgot I got blush. So I also got a blush. This is a Super Shock Cheek. That's literally what it says. And it's matte and it's in the shade Between the Sheets. So this actually isn't a powder. I thought it was a powder blush, but it's actually like the Super Shock ones. I guess because it's called Super Shock Cheek, it would be like that same texture and like consistency. That probably makes sense to like people with brains, but like to me, I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a powder. But either way, I put it on with a brush and I think it looks really nice. It's like almost got like a cream to powder finish, so it doesn't feel wet or anything like that, and I'm really happy with the colour. It's really nice. So yeah, I think the face products are actually doing so much better. Okay, so I also got another Super Shock cheek. If I can open it. So I also got another Super Shock cheek. This is in the shade Lunch Money, so it's like a highlighter. It's also like that cream to powder finish. I'm going to use a brush like I did with the blush. I'm going to use a brush like I did with the blush and hope that it has the same effect, but I might have to use my fingers. Okay, so I'm actually a big fan of that one as well. I think it's a little bit chunky just because it's kind of like cream layer on top of cream layer on top of cream layer, but I don't know what it's looking like on camera, but yeah, I think it's really pretty. I'm really loving the face makeup. Like, I know I've just said that, but like the face stuff is actually really nice, and then the eye stuff is kind of a bit of a fail. I'm just gonna finish the lower lash line, and I really want to take one of them shimmery shades. So I'm gonna go into the shade Twilight, which is like this blue shade. I really hope that it's not too dark, and I'm gonna run it along the lower lash line. Oh, I'm obsessed with that one. Okay, I'm also going to take the shade Snuzzle, the Snuzzle shade, and I'm just going to put that like in the centre part. I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going to put this, but I just want to put it somewhere. So yeah, I really like the shimmer shades in that palette. They're so nice. Right, mascara. Okay, so we all know that Colourpop are like famous for their lip stuff. So I got the Aquarius Kathleen Lights Colourpop collaboration because I'm also an Aquarius and I really like the colours, so I thought why not. I also got an ultra matte lip in the shade Tulle. I'm going to say Tulle, which is like so pretty and so up my street. I actually got that one for free, like I said at the start, so that one I'm super excited to use, but I am just going to go for a nude because I think the eyes speak for themselves and we should go for a nude. Oh yeah, so I have an ultra matte lip, an ultra gloss lip and an ultra satin lip. Which ones do I choose? I think I'm going to go for the satin because I think that's everyone's like favourite, isn't it? And then we might put the gloss on top just to see what it looks like. So this is the ultra satin lip in the shade Aquarius. Now let's go. So how nice is this colour? The formula of that is really similar to the soft matte lip cream by NYX. That's what it reminds me of. It's so nice though. It's such a nice colour. But it's more matte than the NYX one, so that's really nice. I'm now going to go in with the glossy one as well and just going to put that on top. This is also in the shade Aquarius. Oh my god. I love that. And that is what the glossy one looks like. I'm actually super happy with these lips. For like the most part, like I think everything I bought is like reasonably really nice. I think the concealer is really good. I think the bronzer, the highlighter, the blush and the lips were like super stellar and really nice. I think the palette was okay. I think they were better palettes, but this stuff is so cheap that it's kind of like, it's okay, isn't it? Like, it's good for the price. Obviously, if like that palette was like £40, I'd be like, no, it's rubbish. But it only cost me something like £10, so you can't go wrong. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Overall, I think Colourpop did a really good job and I'm super happy with my purchases. I feel like these testing out videos always seem to go really wrong. And actually I'm quite happy with how it looked. I probably would pass on the Super Shock eyeshadow. I think they were a bit of a fail with brushes, with my finger. I just wasn't super blown away with it. And yeah, I guess the eyebrows as well. I wasn't like, they're not super pigmented, the pencils. So yeah, and obviously let's not forget the gel eyeliner was an epic fail, and that one will probably end up in the bin because I just can't see myself ever using it, unfortunately, but there you go. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, please give the video a like, leave me a comment down below and click the subscribe button, and if you click the notification bell you will get a notification every time I upload. It just helps out my channel and I will love you forever, and yeah. So please do that if you do enjoy, and I'll see you all very soon with a new video. Thanks everyone, bye!